Despite the president's insistence,
I'm not
the
really
Mueller
sure what to
report
think
says
about
he
this.
did try to fire the special counsel. Re-election appears
Right,
to be an
he
uphill
did try to
fight.
fire him.
Today, a Fox News poll
What?
has Mr. Trump behind 5 top Democratic contenders.
He's a bad moral person.
Republicans in the Senate.
Why do we care about that stuff? Let me show you. I'm going to bring you to a land that shouldn't be that confusing. It's called Chicago. And I'm going to bring you to a neighborhood that really isn't that hard to understand because it's really rich. And I'm going to tell you about people that probably exist in your neighborhood. That's too hard to believe. But it's not that surprising to think that they're just they'd rather have everything for themselves and none for anyone else. Try to cover up the fact that they really made the wrong choice, principal and parents and teachers, because it's just money. Teachers should not get cash money. Principals need to, I don't know, follow the law. And parents really should attention to principal evaluation.
Back in Blue Brews who
They pulled it out.
get a clue because, like I said, I'm gonna be rewriting the new rules, rewriting their old school abuse into something we can actually, utilize instead of despising their lives. Hey, something about a book.
He doesn't know our values. It's astonishing how much damage he has already done. But
myself, and then when I put track 1, track 2, yes, yes, no, or no, yes, no, or yes, no, no. Track 2 is yes, no, yes, or no, yes, yes, or no, no, yes.
Yeah. You motherfucking
which
messed
track
the
are you?
motherfucker.
Now I know what I was doing. Now I get it. Abuse, yes, no. Mental abuse, yes, no. Or sexual abuse, yes, no. So I was saying, which track are you? Answer the questions. Are you on track 1 or track 2? Actually pretty clever. I had to trust myself that in the moment, just do as much as you possibly can. It's okay that it doesn't make sense, or it's okay that it doesn't have all the information yet, because I just did as much as, and that's what I came up with.
This man did an act that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
And I said, in fact, we'll be blood brothers for life, and smushed the hands together. And I said, no, come on, let's go home.
I was touched. The core of my being was touched. And we started this long journey home.
Then was the big decision. I shone the light down the stairs, and I just sensed in my mind that I wanted to test it. I wanted to see those flames for myself.
I don't know where to go. This man is saying, walk this way, and I'm following him.
So I went out, peeked up. I said, Stanley, I don't see anything coming. You ready? He said, yep. And we ran for a block and a half.
Run, run, run. Do not look up, do not look around. Just go for it.
That Stanley and I had sort of created down stairway A.
And so I started to run downstairs. And so I ended up on the ground level, and I went to walk out, and I wanted to walk out into the yard, but there was a lot of debris and people jumping, and it looked like a war zone. So they made us go through the concourse area.
When he was exiting the building, he heard an explosion. He spun around, and a fireball was coming down the hallway at him. He put his arms up, blew him across Church Street. He woke up in the hospital 2 days later.
Yeah, I had burns, they say, on 80% of my body, and I had a broken bone in my back, and I had my contacts in, so they were melted to my eyes, and my wife said she came into the hospital 2 days later and walked right past me. I guess my ears were turned inside out just with the burns. My head was very swollen, and so I was in the hospital for 12 days, and then I went home back to New Jersey to recover.
You never hear planes flying overhead in Manhattan because of the heights of the building. And we heard this plane racing down the Hudson River. I saw the plane aim and crash into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. And at that moment, I knew that this was not an accident, that this was a terrorist event. Walking into the lobby, one of the fire safety directors came to me and said that the fire was somewhere above the 78th floor. So as the firefighters came in, we ordered them to go up, not to put out the fire. We ordered them to go into the building to evacuate people and to rescue those that couldn't get out. One lieutenant from Engine 33 came up to me and just looked, concerned about whether we were going to be okay. I told that lieutenant to take his unit and to go up and start to evacuate and rescue those that were in trouble. And that was the last time I saw that lieutenant. That lieutenant in the lobby was my brother.
I've been to over 180 of these funerals. This is painful. This is sad, and I'm tired of listening to excuses of why these men and women, uniform and non-uniform, and especially the children of Lower Manhattan. There were 12 schools.
Can I ask you, John, what's the holdup? What's the
map.
holdup? Who's standing in the way of you getting this money right now, as far as you're concerned?
Fucking lawmakers.
Well, history will show you 2010, 2015, it was Republican leadership.
And he was only in Iraq for a few days when he was killed in battle. And he was a Humvee mechanic. And he actually refused the mission. He said, no, I'm just a mechanic. I'm not going to go into this battle. And his sergeant made him go. And a few minutes later, he was dead.
This is just kind of bring me back to those times, a lot of interesting memories. I understand it's not a linear piece of writing yet. Can't be. It's just noise. But this was the discussion. The military. My ex-husband left the military, and there was clearly some bad feelings about it because he wasn't sure if he was secure in his job. It's all about a job, and that's why they kept questioning me. Well, why'd you go to school for that? What do you mean literature? What is it? Literature, excuse me? Can't really talk to you about it if you don't read books, can I? But I'm polite, and I tried to explain, and now I'm just going to show. It's so good to talk to you about this. Yes, absolutely. Of course, whatever you want to know. Absolutely. I just think people really need to be able to be with people that make them feel great, enhance their lives, and don't add drama or negativity, or certainly don't lie to them. That's the biggest problem. People just aren't honest. So, I have been married 3 times. I was married to a man, and I was married to a woman. Suicide, divorce, suicide. The second one is the man that got away. I weirdly attract predators. It's the strangest thing. Yup. And the one that I'll be speaking about actually lives very close to me in my neighborhood, believe it or not. I know. I think it's a lovely idea. I will be happy to choose 6 to 8 in each category. I'll get back to you. Thank you. Yes, I think this is a wonderful project. It will help a lot of people. Much blessings, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.